Morning, peeps. Well, I've officially been on the planet 63 years. Yeah. And in the last, I guess, 5, I've been happier than I've been most of my life. Can't honestly say I remember the first few years of my life, so I don't know how happy I was the first few years of my life. But I know the last 4 or 5 years of my life I've been really happy. Maybe longer than that. I guess I got here in 2020, 2019, something like that. Either way, I've been here, and I've had moments where I've really cussed my life, but not lately. Feeding animals right now. Walk around. Yesterday, I started cutting up some of this firewood that's laying around in the yard, and just slowly but surely, I'm trying to get this yard cleaned up. We got lots of stuff we got to get rid of, but really, door don't want to unlock. There. Yes. Let me get this pig. Let me get some pig feed out here. Oh, and I gotta open up the chicken coop. I'll come right back. So that's our one lone rooster. He likes hog feed, okay? Because I don't buy no chicken feed. It's basically the same thing. Corn, some other stuff. Let me take care of chickens and the pig. So, yeah, this spring I'm intent on getting a lawnmower. I'm not worried about mowing the entire 3 acres. I would love to. I'd love to be able to get a lawnmower that would take care of all 3 acres. But I especially want to take care of the little, I don't know, half acre around the house. Whatever it is. It's not much. But whatever. I want to be able to take care of that. I want to be able to mow in front of the house, mow the side yard, mow the backyard. Be nice to be able to take care of the garden. But I've been grappling with what to do as far as getting a lawnmower. Should I go with the Hart lawnmower, or should I go with the Atlas lawnmower? And I've just been tossing it back and forth in my head. If I go with Hart, then I stay. Well, actually, I have to change batteries anyway because it's a 40-volt system. So there I am. I kind of do like my little electric chainsaw that's a Hart, but anyway, I got notifications showing. That's what's knocking my attention out. It's 7 o'clock or whatever, and all the notifications start coming in now. But anyway, yeah, I want to get that taken care of. I want to get a lawnmower, and if I go with Atlas, which seems like a decent brand, I've not had an Atlas, so I don't know anything about it other than it's Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is not as much junk as it used to be, so that's what I'm thinking about. I don't know what the big deal is about the 4080 dual voltage battery. I've not seen 40 volt Atlas tools. That don't mean there ain't any. The lawnmower's 80 volt, so as far as I know, it's 80 volt. And maybe it's the weed eater is 40 volt. I don't know. Anyway, I do want to get an Atlas system. If I do, I would like to get their chainsaw, their weed eater, and their lawnmower. That would leave me with a weed eater and a chainsaw on the Hart system, and so I would need a set of batteries that could support that system too. And that's the aggravation, is having to have 2 battery systems. It's free world and it's open marketplace. It's competition. Everybody's got a better battery. Open that darn thing up and they're all the same cell. But who am I? Just just another redneck trying to make it in this world. But anyway, yesterday I was splitting wood and trying to clean up the front yard a little bit. We need the wood. We need it out of the way. Okay, so that's 2 birds. Dead stone. I got a little bit more wood I need to cut up. I've got some cinder blocks I need to move. Still got a farmstead I want to build. I got all the pieces for the storm. Well, all the framing for the farmstead. But I'm gonna have to do something with it this year, or I'm gonna be once again burning pallets because I intended to use them for a project and they didn't last. So I'm hoping that don't happen. It's gonna be a 7x10, so I'm hoping I can get that to work. We'll just have to see. That pallet was up off the ground, so hopefully it's still up off the ground. Things have a tendency to sink around here. So anyway, gotta get together a load of scrap metal. You can see over my shoulder there's a pile of aluminum over there. There's a few other items. Another air conditioner. There's a couple of air conditioners I need to take apart, get some more coils out of. So yeah, there's a lot of scrap metal around. I don't know. But anyway, when we get all this stuff out of the yard, I'll show you something else. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm doing. So yeah, I've got a great life. I'm not doing everything I want to do as fast as I want to do it, but I've got the plans, and I just keep plugging along. And I might be able to make the plans work. A little bit of time. Oh, another thing I want to do is I'm put in a package shack. Yeah, I've seen people on YouTube it's like a big old chest, and they open the top up, and take your packages out. Oh, that's great. But I don't want to be lifting the lid. Yeah. I don't want my delivery people to lift the lid. I don't want the people here to lift the lid. I want to be able to open the door and there's a package. That's what I want to do. Just open the door, sit the package in there, close the door, and go about your business. So that's what I want to do. Throw a little light on it. Another project I want to do is a camera system so I can set up a live stream, show some weather data, possibly get some views. Yeah, I'm getting some views anyway, but I think a live stream weather data camera setup would really get some views. I don't know, maybe. But that's in the plans. Then of course I got this box over here that we live in now I want to fix up too, and it's just I just keep throwing money at it, and eventually it'll stop sucking up money. But anyway, and I saw on Google News Home Depot filed for bankruptcy, blamed it on tariffs. And if I remember right, we had somebody say he was putting tariffs in place to make America great again. As part of his plan to make America great again. Yeah, okay. I don't know. So this is the wood I split up yesterday. I missed a piece. That's alright. I got some more over there to split anyway. This has been sitting here since last year. This is a dead tree that the neighbor gave me. And so there's not a whole... Actually, more wood in there than I thought. This is what wasn't I'm not going to try to burn this stuff or split it. There's a chunky piece right there, but it's a branch. So I'm not going to try to split that. This is a good old trusty wood log splitter. Like I said, I got these blocks sitting around. I got these kind of blocks here. I got the cinder blocks. I got this block here. We've had about another 15 of these. This is a chimney block. This piece of metal right here, I'm going to put this piece of metal. There's some more wood. I need to get it all cut up. And that's part of my project today is get that cut up. and get these cinder blocks moved out of the way. Then I could come in here with the trailer without having to fight the tunnel. There's a post. These are supposed to be going in the garden. I got these. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This is cedar, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I saw a video and said, oh, that'd be a cool idea, but now I don't remember what it was. I got to get this other light on this trailer. But over in here, on the other side of that tree right there, I want to put the farm stand. That's what this pallet is here. I set it on blocks. Like I said, things have a tendency to sink around here. But I want to put the farm stand on the other side of this chip pile. There's more dirt than it was anything now. But, well, I'm glad. I hope I didn't catch that on film. That's the second one. Yeah. That's the second dead coon in the yard. Wow. I guess we got a dog out here killing coons. I don't know. Gotta get it out of the yard, though. But I want to go in here from that post down this way and put in farm stand with the face of it basically on the front of this. Well, this chip pile is not in there as much in the way as I thought it was. What I need to do is get that pallet, which weighs about 500-600 pounds, get that pallet over here. So that's a project. You know, like I said, this ain't nothing but a scrub tree. But it'll be a nice exit, you know, it's get something to do. But anyway, all this grass, as green as it is, I should be able to cut it with a string mower. I don't know. I got cinder blocks here. Got one over here. Got another one here. Some kind of block here. Oh, that's a landscape block. But yeah, I gotta get rid of that. So, yeah. But, this right here, I just want basically this to be the parking lot for the farm stand. Which, yeah, let me show you what that looks like. As you can see, the floor of it is upside down right now. And actually, it looks like something been crawling under it. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, that's the floor of the farm stand right there. This here is the walls. I know I want to put one of them on the back. And then, of course, it's being 7 foot. It's going to have part of one. And then, you know, on the 7 foot side, one of them for 7 foot side. And I probably got a few extra, which is fine. I'd like to incorporate this somehow. Put screen over it, you know, just as a decoration more than anything. I'm not trying to close it in to make it airtight or weather resistant or anything like that. But I pulled this off a junk pile somewhere. So just the fact that, you know, these windows, these are plastic, surrounded by wood. It used to be somebody's place set and they threw it away. So anyway, what I want to do is turn that into a window access piece in the corner of the farm stand. Because I got to close it in. We got cats and coons and, you know, all this stuff in the yard. There's no way I could have it open like I see some of these on YouTube. It just won't work. So it's going to have a closed-in face. I'm going to screen it in and use hardware cloth so that the hardware cloth stops the animals. The screen itself stops the bugs. It's the hope. And, of course, I still have to have some kind of way, you know, something in there to help deter, keep the bugs out. But anyway, I would like to put a little bit of solar on it, which I've been wanting to do this forever. There's a little bit of solar on this farm stand and a little bit of solar on my carport. It's a time thing and it's a money thing. But I'm getting there. I'm working on it. And I'm making progress. It's just I'm not making progress as fast as I would like to. But I'm making progress. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then, like I said, I'm cleaning up all this over here. Got some Luma here. That little brown thing ain't Luma. It used to be I don't know, magazine box or something. I don't know. But anyway, I've got stuff to do. So, anyway, right now what I gotta do is, yeah, I got a fence snapping on it. Anyway, it's the humidity. It's probably once it dries out, it'll probably be okay. Anyway, so I was also going to mention that I got this piece of metal that I want to put right here. And I thought there would be more metal to attach the hinge to right there. But that would actually be the easiest way to do it, is attach it to that piece of angle iron right there. My original plan was to make it a set of doors and attach the hinges on this side, but that takes 4 hinges. This tape would take 2. So, and then of course I would have to cut it to be able to make the hinges work. So, I just hinge it here on this end, and it'll stick up a little bit, but this will give me a solid floor to walk up and down on when I'm coming in and out of the trailer. I'm going to have to get some kind of anti-slip material on this. That's such a small piece of metal that what I could do is just get some of that sticky tape and that anti-slip tape and put it on there. But that's what I want to do. That way I can close that up when I need to. I had to put like a gates on the panel. I had to put the gates on here because the big old hole. I don't want to get rid of the hole because, if I carry lumber that's longer than the box, it could stick out the hole, which the box is 8 foot long. So there you go. But what I would do, when I get that installed and get to where it works, then what I can do is I could take these gates off. I don't need these gates then. But what I want to do in the back corner here is I want to put I got some bed rail. And I've got to scrounge around, get a couple pieces of box that I can use as a spacer. Because this angle iron faces in, this angle iron faces out. So I'm just gonna put the angle iron on the outside because the box is like barely 4 foot wide. So that way I can put a piece of angle iron on this, keep it a little more steady. Eventually this poor little string here is gonna break, but it's holding up pretty good. I do need to get that light changed out, and I need some tires. Somewhere along the line, I think we lost some tread. Anyway, it's holding up pretty good. Like I said, I want to get this, and this is the roof, which is a really good idea. And this side here is same thing. You can see how it's tilted out. I'm going to put the piece of angle iron up there and do that. Yeah. Because I don't want to cut the angle iron, obviously. So I just have to have a block. Get me a piece of one tubing, and I know I got some laying around. Get that and use that as spacers. And bolt that thing in there. And then, like I said, put the hinges on there, put that plate on there. Yeah, this trailer's getting better by the day.